Om Tare Tu Re Mangalam Shri Mahapani Swaha Om Tare Tu Re Mangalam Shri Mahapani Swaha Om Tare Tu Re Mangalam Shri Mahapani Swaha Om Tare Tu Re Mangalam Shri Mahapani Swaha.
Greetings to you, the Tara Mandala community worldwide. I'm Gyurme, connecting with you from Poland, and it's such a pleasure to welcome each one of you to the Lama Life live stream event with Lama Tsultrim Allione. At Tara Mandala, we are committed to being a welcoming, open, and safe community for practitioners and students of all cultures, races, religions, genders, sexual orientations, age, ability, and circumstances. We come together on this Christmas Eve, a day that holds different meanings for each of us. For some, this day is filled with joy, love, and celebration, while for others, it might be a time of reflection, challenge, or solitude. Your presence here today is welcome and deeply appreciated. And also, today holds a special significance as we are honored to welcome Lama Gyurme Rabgye as our wonderful guest alongside Lama Tsultrim. A master Tibetan artist and ritual specialist, Lama Gyurme commenced his training at Mind Rolling Monastery at the age of 15. He taught traditional Tibetan art and sculpture at Shangshung Institute in Italy and has been the principal artist for the Taramandala Temple for over a decade. Through his mastery of both the ritual arts and the brush, Lama Gyurme breathes life into the deities and images depicted in his paintings and drawings, making today's occasion truly exceptional. I'm delighted to now hand it over to Lama Tsultrim and Lama Gyurme. We are so grateful for this special moment with you. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone, and greetings to Lama Gyurme.
Everybody.
Yeah. So let's begin by connecting with the earth that we're sitting on, or maybe you're in a car driving, or you're standing, walking. But just take a moment to feel the earth under you and the spirits in the land around you. The protectors of the earth. And send gratitude to those beings who have cared for and supported the land for many generations. And let's also raise bodhicitta, the intention to be together today for the benefit of all beings. Heartfelt raising of the intention to have this time together for the benefit of all beings everywhere, without one exception. Thank you, everyone. I'm so excited to have Lama Gyurme with me today.
Thank you.
And he's here because he's going to be consecrating this statue behind me, and I have two other statues, and then there's some other people who have houses down here in Costa Rica that also have statues. So we're going to be consecrating 9 different statues, first filling them and then consecrating them, because a statue isn't really alive until it's been filled and authenticated, consecrated. So we always do that, and I'll ask Lama to describe a little bit about that process in a minute. So I thought we could begin, as we usually do, with some meditation, but in this case, a chanting meditation with the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. And Lama has a beautiful melody for this mantra. And as you're doing it, see yourself as Chenrezig, who is the deity of compassion. He holds a jewel in his heart, the mani, the jewel of bodhicitta. And then he holds a crystal mala in his right hand, and in the left hand, a lotus. So the mantra is Om Mani Padme Hum Shri. And maybe Lama, you can talk a little bit about the meaning of it.
Okay. Om Mani Padme Hum is the 6th syllable of Avalokiteshvara, Buddha compassion. And Om is as Om Ma is a 3 letter as body, speech, mind of all deities. And the Mani is a jewel. And Padme is a lotus. Hum is to get blessed to us and the true sentient beings.
And Shri?
She is to seal the blessing to us.
So, so this is like the classic Tibetan mantra. Everybody knows it, and older people in Tibet do it all day. Like you just see them with their mala doing manis all day. Everybody knows it. It was the first mantra that I learned, and I'm sure many of you also. So the jewel at mani is the jewel of bodhicitta, which is our Buddha nature that's in our hearts. So as we do this, feel that love of sentient beings, the desire to benefit sentient beings, really arising from your heart chakra, from the center of your chest. And also that mani is this potential that we have inside us as human beings to wake up completely. We all have Buddha nature, but our Buddha nature is more or less covered, obscured by our obscurations caused by our karma. And so our practice is to take those obscurations away, to clear them, to purify them, so that that jewel in our hearts can stream forth. And then, so that's mani, and then the padme is a lotus, as Lama said, and it's a symbol of our Buddha nature, and how, although a lotus is beautiful and pure and delicate and sweet smelling, it comes out of muddy water, murky water, often polluted water, and yet it's there. And so that is a metaphor for our Buddha nature as well, that it's always there, no matter how murky our water is. And I think we all feel that murkiness, sometimes more extremely than others, where we just feel our Buddha nature is covered, obscured, we're caught up in our negative emotions, and just we lose it. And so it's there, though. It's within that, comes out of that. And then the Hong is the integration of those blessings. And then the Shri is the seed syllable of the Padma family deities, all of them, right? All of the Padma family deities, the seed syllable Shri. Padma is the lotus family, one of the 5 Buddha families that's connected to the transformation of desire into discriminating awareness, wisdom. So feel yourself as the white Buddha Chenrezig, and Lama will lead us in some chanting of it, some singing.
And also, this is a 6th syllable of a 6th Buddha of 6th realm. Om is God realm, Ma is a demigod realm, and Ni is a human realm, Pet is a animal realm, Me is a hunger ghost, Hung is a hell realm. Doesn't visualize all 6 Buddhas and then purified all sentient beings, all sentient beings, including those 6 realms.
Yeah. So each of the syllables are connected to one of those realms, and there's 6 Buddhas that draw beings out of those realms. And so the 6 syllables are connected to those Buddhas.
Okay, are you ready to chant?
I'm ready.
First, I'm going to pray for praise of Avalokiteshvara, and then Om Mani Padme Hum. There's a chatong kolu kyue kyebo tang, chandong kyebo sambe sambye tong, kanla kanditela tedamba tsumba cheresela chatselo, and then Om Mani Padme Hum. It goes like this. Chatong kolu kyue jalbo tong chandong gyalba sambe zanye dong kanlai gandul telai derada bezambai jere selai janzelo Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani mani be me Om mani be me Om mani be me Om mani be me That's the one melody. Another melody is Om mani be me 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 Would you like to hear any another melodies?
Yeah, let's do that one from the
From
cremation.
Oh, how
You
it
want,
goes.
you want to do the one from the...
Kunchurinchi?
Yeah.
The faithful
Yeah.
student?
Yeah, so this is a melody from Tibet. It's a kind of folk song melody that we do the faithful student song to this melody, but you can also do other songs, including Om Mani Padme Hum.
Yeah.
So as we're doing this, please join in wherever you are and feel the love and compassion from these mantric sounds, because mantras are not in a human language. Sanskrit is a non-human language that was transmitted onto the earth for the benefit of beings from another dimension. And that's why mantras are always kept in Sanskrit. You don't translate them. And so just the syllables themselves have an impact on the body and send out a vibration into the world. And then if you add a visualization to that, as yourself, as the white Chenrezig Buddha, Avalokiteshvara, then it becomes stronger because you have body, speech, and mind. So let's do it with that intention to really send love and compassion to everyone who's suffering. This is Christmas Eve in the tradition of the Christians, and there's so many beings that don't have enough to celebrate Christmas, or there's beings who are suffering in war zones, and illness, and so on. So let's send it out to them and make it better, make everything better for everyone. Thank you.
Okay. Om mani be me ho Om mani be me ho Om mani be me ho Om mani beme ho. 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 Another melody is Om mani beme ho. 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 Om Mani Beme Ho, 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 Mani Beme Ho. What else, Lama? Here,
The
flute,
flute, yeah.
Okay.
So Lama Gyurme plays the flute and has many different flutes. Where's this one from?
This is from High Spirits from Flagstaff, one of our friends. Selling this.
Native American.
American, yes.
Yeah. Is it a Native American flute? As you
High
probably know,
Spirits. This has double.
we have it's a double flute. Yeah. We have a lot of connections between Tibetans and Native Americans. And often, I think you probably have this experience where they think you're Native American in Mexico, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I go in the reservation, they let me go free. They thought I'm Native American.
Yeah.
You know, first I came to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and one of my friend teacher, when I came here to how to call restoration, my teacher took me to downtown, and I don't know any Tibetan in Santa Fe, and then I heard about Tibetan there from India, right? I'm coming straight from Tibet, and I heard about Tibetan in Santa Fe. And then she took me to downtown to the selling jewels, turquoise.
Yeah, they tell turquoise.
I thought
on
they're
the plaza.
Tibetan. I tried to speak to them.
Really?
No one understood.
You thought they were Tibetan?
Yeah, I thought they're Tibetan.
Oh, that's funny.
And then after that, she took me to the Cloud Cliff, the bakery.
Yeah.
There's some Tibetan working there, but I thought the same guy from downtown. I didn't talk to him. That time I had maroon robe. Then he recognized me. He came to talk to me. I thought, sorry, I thought you're from that
Indian.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's so interesting. You know, they have, like the Navajo have mandala paintings that they do with sand in the same way that the Tibetans do.
Carving rocks also on that cliff.
Yeah, and also the turquoise and coral that they use, that the Tibetans use. So, yeah, so Lama plays the flute, and this is a Navajo flute, I think.
Navajo flute, yes. Okay, enjoy and sing along with me with the flute. First,
is this Umani Padme Hum?
Yeah, first press for lines for Avalokiteshvara, press Chaton Kuludyu, and then different melody of Mani Padme Hum. Sue's friend. That.
Hello, everyone. We're live again.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're in Costa Rica, so things are not always as dependable as they are in other countries. I hope you enjoyed that flute. It was beautiful. It always reminds me of the high mountains, you know, the sound of like a yak herder on the hillside playing flute, right? I heard it in Tibet. And so Lama Gyurme was a monk in Tibet. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your childhood and becoming a monk, and how old were you?
Oh,
how did that happen?
Thank you. Yeah. When I was school in sort of kindergarten, village school, and when this is 4, 5, and then we got our Mindreling monastery permission to restart.
So he got permission from the Chinese to have a monastery again because they destroyed all the monasteries. What year? You were born in 69, so it was
I was
70s.
born in 69, and then we got permission I think 83. We got permission.
So that was you were like 14.
Yeah. And then a lot of lamas, because Mindreling is one of the 6 mother monastery of Himaba, and a lot of Kamba Lama come to us. Then for us, sort of new, because they destroyed completely. For a while, we didn't see any lamas, right? And we go there to see lamas. And then all lama ask me to become monk. A lot of lamas asking me to become monk. I don't know, they see something. I like to see them sort of respect different than other kids.
Yeah.
And then also my father was a monk. He disrobed with the Cultural Revolution, right? He really want, I think later he wanted me put in the monastery because he never sent me, when I finished my school, kindergarten, he never sent me other middle school. He just kept me there because our school teacher is also ex-monk. And then, sorry, a lot of flute. And then my father was waiting for that. And then we invite my master from East Tibet. He's the Lama of our branch monastery in East Tibet, Gongjo. And we invite him there. And then our abbot, who's at our monastery, he thought our village kids can learn from him. Then he asked our school teacher. And the school teacher pointed me because he asked our school teacher, who's good to someone learning from drawing from this master, Thanga painter master. He pointed me because when I was in the school, he's teaching math or language. I'm not paying attention with that. I'm drawing, copying something. But he knows I'm interested in art. That's why then he asked my father, can you send your kids to learn from this Lama?
So he was a master artist?
Yeah, he was a master artist. Then that's why I become artist and learn from this master.
So did you become a monk and start studying art
together,
at the same time?
Yes, during the day I draw a whole. Morning and evening I have to memorize the all Mindreling church, all class, memorize same time. And after 2 years, he went back to East Tibet. Then our Lama abbot sent me to finish my art training. Finish.
So you went to East Tibet?
Yes, East Tibet. That time, very bad road. It took me 13 days to get there.
In the back of a truck or something?
Yeah, back of the truck.
Yeah.
Truck is full of stuff, and then how to call the metal thing like this?
Yeah.
You have to hold that.
Yeah.
So then I couldn't sleep when I get there, thinking of coming back. I couldn't sleep because road is damaged.
You had PTSD. That's called PTSD.
And then I went to East Tibet. I stayed there almost 3 years.
Mm.
And the whole day long, I have only 3 days off in the Losar and the 3 days off in the summer.
Wow.
That's all. Then it's till lights come, I started drawing until couldn't see.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you learn how to make paint also?
Yes, everything. First drawing. Most drawing is more difficult.
More
Like the
important,
paint is mixing those things, not that difficult.
Yeah.
And then I can return, and I went to East Tibet at 85 and returned 86, 7, 88, I think. After that, I training all monastic things in the Mindroling, ritual, mandala, those things. In Tibet, we're saying, how do you call it? Tongwa Gyube Chashi, meaning is when you enter monastery, there's a lot of steps goes. First, the sweeper. Chageba means the sweeping, cleaning. After that, the chanting is the ja is the tea, then is the who pour, offering brings tea. And then like that step. And also those things, we don't need to teach one by one because you're helping them. Tonga Gyube Chashi meaning the seeing and then you learn. You don't need to tell one by one this to do this, right? Like that I learned. That's also more stable. I never forget.
Yeah.
And then I did all till I did little bit umze and the choka also in the Sagadawa. We have oral transmission, those what do you call it, karma.
Yeah, karma tradition.
Yeah, 13 different karmas, but we only have 4 karma trukchen in the Sagadawa, 17 days. I did all for those umze and Shaban and the Vajra Guru, all of this for that.
That's interesting because when I was in Tibet in 2007, I actually went to Mindroling at that time of year.
Yeah.
And they were doing all those drupshans.
Yeah, that's exactly.
One in one part of the monastery, and then in the other one they had different mandalas.
Yes, 4 mandalas, same building and 4 group.
Yeah, right in the same room.
Peaceful, wrathful, dependent.
It was amazing, and it's really elaborate mandalas on the floor.
Yeah. And biggest group, Tsochen Dupa. Like it's all Shito together. That's Dupando.
Oh, that one. Yeah. The Mindroling Vajrasattva.
Yeah, that time the preparation we have Dagon Sacho, and this after Sacho all whole day long dance, 180 dance.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a whole day long dance.
Chant.
Amazing chant.
Wow.
Yeah.
All day long and different the whole day.
Different, whole day different.
Wow, that must take a lot of training.
Yeah, 42 peaceful and 58 wrathful. We have to, one by one, you have to patent.
Did you learn that?
Yeah, I did a couple of years, but I think I forgot everything.
Yeah. So how old were you when you met Enrico in Tibet?
Oh, that first 1999, I went to Italy. Then
so you were 30.
30 something, yeah.
Yeah, because you were born in 69.
Yeah, 29. And, yeah. And then I met...
99 you went to Italy?
Yeah.
Okay.
1999. Italy taught the Shangshu Institute of Tibetan Art.
Yeah. And then when did you come to America?
2001.
Okay. Is that when you came to Taramandala, 2001?
Yes, first my trip to Taramandala, 2001, yes.
And then you came back.
Then I went back and came back.
Yeah.
And then went again and then moved back after 2006.
That was when you moved back permanently.
Yes.
2006.
Yeah.
So I met Lama Gyurme in California at Lama Palden's Dharma Center, and he was consecrating her statues, and we had these little taras like that big, maybe 6 or 8 inches, and but they weren't consecrated. I had gotten them from Bakatupu. Did you know that?
Oh, those statues?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he said, I think you need these. And okay.
That's good.
So we had this in our yurt, which is basically a tent. We had this circular shrine in the middle, and we had the 21 Tara statues at different levels on that shrine. And so then I invited Lama Gyurme to come to consecrate them. And this was very primitive. Everything was really primitive. Like we didn't have any building. We just had that basic tent was our temple. And so he consecrated the statues. And then a few years later, when we were starting to build and we had sort of moved into that phase, which took us 10 years to get to that point to actually build something. Then I remembered him and asked him if he would come and do the designs for the community building. There's lintels over each window and each door. And so he came with his brother, Palden, who's a sculptor, wood sculptor.
Carpenter.
And wood carpenter. And they built, he carved, and then Lama Gyurme painted the corbels and everything that's on the community building. And then it just kept going. The last time he came back, he was married. He wasn't a monk anymore.
Not a monk.
Not a monk. And I can't remember, was she pregnant?
Yeah.
Already? Yeah.
Yes, when we got here, 3 months we got in there.
Yeah, just in time. So he was the artist for the whole temple. And to have an artist of his caliber, I think Lama Gyurme is probably the greatest living Tibetan artist. I mean, I think so. He can just do anything. And his hand is amazing just to watch him draw. He just draws freehand. And, I mean, of course, he can do the measurements and everything else, but a lot of the temple decoration was just freehand. And so really, the temple is, in a way, Lama Gyurme's work of art. And so he stayed connected ever since then and always in our Drupchen and just helped a lot with this cremation that we just did of Lama Wangdu. Came and helped build the stupa and make the mandala for the underneath the body and so on. So I feel so fortunate about this connection with him because really Tar Mandala would not be the same without him. Our temple would not have the quality that it does. It's so different when an actual trained artist in the tradition is the artist for a temple than if an American who maybe knows a little bit but doesn't know things like he knew which colors should go together. Like if you make the walls blue, then you need to make the windows orange. You know, those kind of things, the window frame. So anyway, so now we're going to consecrate the statues, these statues. So maybe you can talk a little bit about why we do that and how you do it, what needs to be made for it, like the Sokshing and
yeah. Consecrate is I have an interesting story about Geluban Great Lama Lavran, is a Gungtan Lama, and he had a statue, someone over a statue, and he doesn't care much. He left somewhere, yeah. And then one day he realized there's some negative spirits in it.
in the statue.
In the statue, he realized first he didn't pay attention. They're scholar, they then doesn't pay attention with this thing, right?
Yeah.
And then one day he realized there's some statue is I think it's the Tara, but inside the different beings. And then he had to get rid of it to banish obstacle out. And then he's sort of tricked that obstacle. He's the really monastic Vinaya monk, no, cannot marry. Then he's tricked. He sort of did advertise this next this Wednesday or something. Gongta Lama is going to marry it, and this place he's going to get how do you call party. And then
party.
that the spiritual is a negative, very strong evil, and then that thought, oh, how come? Interesting. This Gongta Lama never get married. I want to go check. Then that negative spirits come out. During the death, he banished and burned the Google, and then he did consecrate. And then that evil couldn't come,
Couldn't get back into the
couldn't
statue.
get back in the statue. That's a sort of how to call like Patambasanya transform.
Yeah.
How to call their body change.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah, yeah.
same
When
thing
he
like
left the
that.
body.
That's why this is we are not a regular art. We have to do consecrate, as a bring all Janana Sadhavas to it. Then become. That's for that process is even only for the tree of life is when you first collect is you have to check top, never miss top and bottom when you cut. Before you cut, first you have to do local project or torma, and then get trees.
Okay, Lokapala Torma.
Yeah, Lokapala tormas, offering sacho tormas, and kator, and then get that permission to cut that. For before they cut, you have to mark the east. East mark as the east as always face
Stays in
the east and the face and the front like that, and then shape like a triangle. How to call it?
Yeah, it's kind of like a pyramid.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, pyramid. Yes, and then for that the writing 5 chakras like Om, Ah, Hum, So, Ha. Om is the body, Ah is the speech, Hum is the mind, So is the quality, and the Ha is the activity. Under that, there's all different mantras. Body, general body, and the speech mantra, and the for the mind, whatever statue is, that mantra goes on the mind, under the Hum. And then quality is the independent mantra, and then activity is the consecrate mantra, like that general. And there's a lot of oceanation, there's a lot of different mantras. Special also goes Mindruling special 100 seal mantra. This is the, if you have this, then if you don't have any others, that's enough to add everything in there.
What's that mantra?
Sungchen Katyama. It's called Sungchen as a great mantra
Do you
for the
know it by
consecrate.
heart?
No, this is too much.
It's very long.
Pages,
It's like a
pages.
Dharani.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we have to connect each other. It's a
So
complicated.
you print it out,
Yeah, we
and then
print
you
it
wrap
out first, and also for the print, you have to paint a saffron on it.
Yeah.
And then for that, also need tree of life for the mantra, tree of life.
Oh, its own tree of life.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of people using incense. Immediately, they don't like to use much incense. Incense don't know top and bottom. Small piece of dry wood, we use that. That's we can still see top and bottom.
Yeah.
We mark top as a red. And then also for the one you roll very tight, and then glue and put cloth on it also. We consecrate like that. And the bottom for the lotus, we go, that's for the big statue. They can also pass, how to call, Nemba, how to call? Underneath pacifying war or those things, and underneath war
Negativity,
weapons,
yeah.
yes, subdued all those. And then on the lotus, all jewels and prosperity and zambalas and bumbas.
So this is just, since we happen to have a statue right here, so this is the bottom here that he's talking about. So at the very base, there's some shells I collected. This is for the nyampa.
No, never is underneath. From this,
okay.
if someone has a bigger statue, for those we
it
don't
might
need
have
it.
something under.
Very, very big. You never move those things. We need underneath for stupa special.
Right. Yeah. Like when we built a stupa, we buried weapons and pictures of weapons, but actual weapons also under the stupa to subdue it, like to hold down the forces of war. Yeah. Okay. So then inside the lotus, what is it?
Monsters, prosperity, Zambala, Naga, all those ghosts.
So that's deities of
Zambala Yabiyum.
Yeah, of wealth
Male and female.
The earth protectors and so on. And then also here you put grains.
Grain, whatever you eat, whatever you like, that symbol of it, everything put in, except buckwheat and mustard seed.
Why not those?
Because buckwheat is a triangle, wrathful. And the mustard seed, it has the special power to banish obstacle.
Negativity.
You know, one way negativity.
Yeah.
this is
when we do in the drupchen, we throw
banish
them.
it. That's instead of those, you put most everything. But not,
So would you put buckwheat and mustard seeds underneath in the Nyempa area?
Nemba maybe, yes.
Yeah.
But also precious earth, not from the war place.
Places
not from
where there's
cemetery.
no war.
No war, no cemeteries. Where you put everything.
Where?
And
In the
all
Nyempa?
jewels, not Nemba, for
in
this
part.
for this part.
Yeah. Okay, so then what he was talking about before is that in the center of the statue is something called the Sokshing, which means the tree of life. And it's made from a fragrant wood. And before it's cut, the east side is marked. And then when you install it in the stupa or in the statue, that east side faces the front. But meanwhile, it's been carved into sort of like a very long pyramid shape all the way down to the bottom. And with the stupa, there's a half Vajra at the bottom.
There's
also.
normally big statue, most for the statue too. Top of the stupa, bottom is the Vajra. Or if you cannot carve, I'm still drawing Vajra bottom.
And then what's put inside the top part?
Top part is the best, right? All relics, and also pills for kusum tukril, means all body, speech, mind pills,
sacred pills,
sacred pills, money pills, all mendrups, all records, lamas clothes, and the hairs, all goes like this one by one. And then there's the different mantras.
Is it only deceased lama's hair, or can it be a living lama's hair?
Good question. That's the most is a.
I know in a stupa it has to be deceased.
Stupa and the most is same statue too.
Yeah. So probably deceased.
Yeah.
So then, what's the process of consecration? How do you make it sacred, or how do you kind of?
Yeah, that's why first all those correctly. First, also do all those, create all those materials, and then consecrate. And then you put inside, first banish obstacle, and also paint inside with the saffron and sandalwood powder, or all those painted dry, and then feeling, and then clothe. That time also feeling when you become self-visualization on your deity, and then you consecrate. And then after you're done, and then Ramne. Ramne is a consecrate, authentic
consecration,
consecration. Some.
Are you saying that while you're working on filling the statue, you visualize yourself as a deity?
Yes, you become sadhana. Always you become deities, and then work on it. Whatever working for the statues.
And then the consecration brings in the wisdom beings, right?
Yes, then consecration.
The wisdom beings, or Jnana Sattvas, are all the enlightened beings of the universe who are still accessible to us. We can't see them with our physical eyes, but they're there. And so you invite those beings to dwell in the statue, and because it has all these powerful mantras inside and the relics and so on, it's magnetized into that, and then you stabilize those beings in the statue. And that's why sometimes statues talk or cry.
Yes, then it has power.
Do you have any stories about statues in Tibet, like talking or anything?
Yeah, I heard, in East Tibet, we have problem with the Shukden problem. They destroyed in the Chamdo monastery. They destroyed all Nyima Bangurumichi statue, destroyed, and then they had bad, no rain, drought, big problem. Yeah. And then they asked Dzongsa Khyentse Chogyaloje, he's very famous that time. Someone did about the definition, what happening. Then the Rinpoche said, you have to build a Rinpoche statue. Then he did build a Rinpoche statue. And then they did that. And then again, Minlichung Rinpoche, Mindruling, which is who get to some Rinpoche always mentioned that who did took them 15 days, he relaxed, come out, something. Then Lama did consecrate. And then from Kabbalah get the water. Tutsi.
Really?
Kabbalah, yeah.
Came out.
Yeah, then there's someone said, they put ice in it. Then they check again. Yeah, there's a lot of
So what was the Duse
story
like? Like water? Or what?
just running water.
And so people were drinking it.
Yeah.
So this spontaneously risen water coming out of Guru Rinpoche's skull cup.
You know, also recently, Kajin Rinpoche has one small
Garchen
tara
Rinpoche, yeah.
that he gives always to people. What he get is one from that tara, really hand come out to bless him.
Really?
Yeah.
Which Tara? Is it a
White
statue
Tara.
that he has?
No, the white tara's tanka.
Oh,
Tanka also not consecrated like statue like this, but you have to write in the back.
yeah,
Consecrate same thing.
yeah.
And then that tanka, the hand come out and bless to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things. There's a lot of things.
Yeah. And the Jowo and the Jokang also.
Yes, talks.
Didn't it cry when the Chinese were invading?
Yeah, saying like that. Also talks.
Yeah. So these are things that people actually see. It's not just like you make it up, like everybody saw this water coming out of Guru Rinpoche's skull cup, or when the Jowo would talk or would cry, or so it's really interesting that you can kind of transfer, like almost like, because of all these mantras and the rituals and everything, that something that's inanimate, a statue is just metal, becomes a being on some level. And so that's why we treat statues in a special way. It's not a decoration. You don't put it on your coffee table or whatever. It's something that reminds you of your Buddha nature, and that actually has blessing power.
And the Joe, Lhasa Temple Joe,
Yeah.
Gongpo Pain, one from East Tibet, one guy, so faithful for Joe too. Then he go to circumambulation.
Yeah.
Then he has a shoe. Then he asked him, Joe, can you hold this for me? I want to go more to do circumambulation for you.
Will you take care of my shoes?
Yeah, who take care of your shoe? Then the temple keeper came, see shoe, then so upset. Then he's trying to throw away. Joe said, no, that Gongpo Pen asked me to keep it. Don't throw away. Then that's the Joe talk.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm the guardian of these shoes. Don't take them away. He's doing circumambulation.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a so nice story. And he asked him, can you come to Gongpo, see us? And then he is so faithful, and he waited. Finally, he went. He's sort of upset. Joe's not coming, right?
Yeah.
And one day he went to collect the water. In Tibet, there's no pipe water.
You had to carry.
You want to spring. He saw Joe there, and that's why Gongpo Chu Joe. There's a water Joe there. Is still there, and the up here Joe image in the water
in the spring.
In the spring, yeah.
Wow.
That's the Gongpo Beng. His name is Gongpo Beng.
All of these things, these kind of stories, you might think, oh, that's just like a myth or just a story. But, we just experienced with Lama Wangdu at his cremation, we experienced the miracles that we talk about.
Yeah.
He was in Tukdam. This after somebody actually passes away, their body doesn't degenerate. In fact, after 15 days, when he was theoretically dead, his fingers were flexible. They could put the Vajra in his hands, and he didn't smell after 15 days of being dead. And then the actual cremation, the number and the variety of rainbows that happened throughout the whole day, and even into after we finished the cremation that night at sunset, there were more rainbows
all day long. Rainbow,
yeah.
Amazing. Those little ticklers.
Yeah. And then the next day when we opened it, You weren't there that next day, right? You had to leave.
I had to go.
But then again, when they were opening the cremation stupa to check the relics, and there were ringso inside.
Wow.
Yeah, I have some. Then there was again the rainbow. So it's a beautiful thing, I think, these miracles, because they give you faith, and also they make you realize that the world is not necessarily as sort of inanimate as you think it is, that there's so much crossover between what we call the material world and the mind world, that it's all connected, and that really we are projecting our own reality, and therefore our physical world can be impacted by our mind. And then that impact can go out and benefit beings. So the blessing power is something, it's a real thing. And so now we'll do this with these statues, and then they'll be forever different than they are right now, although they're also so beautiful that they already have a blessing power. But to get them consecrated, I felt was really important. So Lama Gyurme just flew down last night from Santa Fe, New Mexico, to Liberia, and Michael picked him up at 10, and then they got here at midnight. So today we'll start this process. It will be going on until New Year's Eve. And if anyone's in the area and wants to come and participate, you're welcome. If you happen to be in Costa Rica, let us know. And meanwhile, I think our time is up now. Yeah. And yes. So maybe we can end with some singing of the Vajra Guru mantra. Maybe talk about the mantra a little bit.
Yeah, maybe not time to talk, just chant.
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. You can talk.
Okay. Om Vajra Guru Pema Siddhe Hum. Om Hum is the body, speech, mind. And Vajra is indestructible. Im or in?
In.
Indestructible. As the Vajra has a 7 quality. I don't know how to say all of those in English. Michipa, Mishipa. Michipa, no one cut it. No one can destroy it. Demba is truth, and the Sawa is the heart stable. The heart, Demba Sawa. Demba is a stable. Demba Sawa. Demba. Tamja to Topa Meba. Indestructible.
Indestructible. Yeah. So stable, indestructible, representing truth and can't be cut or destroyed. So that's all different qualities of the Vajra.
Yeah, that's the 7 qualities of Vajra. And then Guru is your Guru, who shows your path, who shows your truth, your Buddha nature. Guru. Pema is the lotus, what we said. So Omani Pema, Pema Sen. Purity, right? Siddhi is a blessing. Is to get to you.
To sort of embody.
To sort of embody, yes.
So this is a famous mantra of Guru Rinpoche, also one of the first mantras that I learned, and every Tibetan knows it, like Om Mani Padme Hum. So are you going to play the flute a little bit?
Yes.
To begin?
Flute, or also I pray first Dusno Sangyen Guru Rinpoche, Ngudru Kunda Dawajin, and then Vajra Guru. Okay.
So everybody feel the presence of Guru Rinpoche, Padmasambhava, this amazing being that brought Tantric Buddhism to Tibet and is known as the second Buddha.
He is the dark age. He is the powerfulest deity. He is all deities, all gurus in one. Let's dedicate. Gyawande nyodo da uje lama Gyurme Rabgye Lama te zalanga parayo.
Nanda Riksa.
Nga koda yeshe rabranjale ba sa ne ju chimbe nyale la ime doye de la roje.
That last prayer is from Mindroling,
Yes.
from Mingling
Post-
Tershin. And we do it at the end of all of our practices, and it's done it in all Nyingma traditions at the end, right?
Yeah.
And that has a deep meaning. Maybe another time we can talk about that meaning. But it basically is to see all beings as deities, all sound as mantra, and all thoughts as dharmakaya. So let's imagine that you're leaving this session with us today and seeing all beings as Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and all sound as mantra, and that your mind is like the dharmakaya. Okay. Lots of love, everyone.
Nice to not see you. Just see all of them.
Nice to not see you.
Nice to not see you, but hopefully see you.
No, it's great. Let's look for a minute here. We have
How many people came?
Comments. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you everyone.
Wow, that's all comments from
today?
today?
Just now.
Wow.
So glad, Mia, that it's enchanted your Christmas Eve.
Yes.
I hope so. Everyone, thank you. And Susan. Bluma, yeah. We just consecrated our statue of Ushnisha Vijaya Namgyalma in Encinitas, and Sue was the hostess for Lama Gyurme. That statue is much bigger than the statues here.
Yeah.
And so all the statues in our temple, everything has been through this process. It's not just a statue, it's something alive. And thank you for your thank yous, everyone.
Thank you,
Yeah, and Merry Christmas.
Happy holiday.
Happy holidays,
So
whatever
wonderful to see
you are
Lama
celebrating.
Gyurme.
You know, we're in the new year now,
Wow.
but then it'll be the Tibetan New Year later.
Yes.
So,
February 10th.
and the regular New Year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, February 10th
Is the
those
Tibetan
are-
New Year. That's right,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, that's the day that I fly back to America.
Oh, can you show them to our ocean?
Oh, yeah.
So beautiful.
I'd like to show you the view
This
that
is
we have.
amazing. We should sit opposite, other
Michael.
way.
Michael's
So nice.
relaxing.
This is.
Yeah. So let's offer this view to
Yeah.
like an offering to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
Yeah, for sensing being have opportunity like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, beautiful view, isn't it? Oh, well, lovely to be with you all and feel you out there in the ethers. I know you're all over the world. I wanted to say something before this closes down. One thing is that this year, starting in February, I believe on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, Gyurme Rabgye is going to start a series of teachings on Dujam Lingpa's Nangjang. Nang is appearances, and Jang is to transform or to purify. And so various different Buddhas and Bodhisattvas appeared to Dujam Lingpa and taught him. And very profound teachings, Dzogchen teachings that are incredible. And that's a different retreat. But anyway, he is going to do that in September. He's doing Gyurme Wantruk's doing the Nangjang in September, and that will come up soon. But what's happening in February is Azam Gyaltse Rinpoche is teaching the Sikdunzo, which is one of Longchenpa's 7 treasures. And the Sikdunzo is so profound. It's a lot about the ground of being and the rupture from the ground of being and the process of returning to the ground of being. It's deep Togyal teachings and also Dzogchen embryology teachings, which are very interesting about at conception, how the subtle body forms and so on. It's extraordinary that this is actually happening online with Azam Gyaltse Rinpoche, who is a great Lama and the previous life brother of Azam Pela Rinpoche, and has been the leader of the Shedra at Sachin Monastery in Nepal. So this Sikdunzo is very important, and I wanted to tell you that because I don't want you to miss it, and you might not know those words, like when it comes up, Sikdunzo, I don't know what that is, but go. It's a very unique opportunity. People who do know, who hear that we're doing this are like, wow, he's actually doing that online. That's incredible. So that we have the link, I think, that we can post for that. And then in September, there'll be Gyurme Wantruk with a Nangjang from Dujam Lingpa. Yeah, that will be an in-person event at Taramandala. And I don't think he wants it to be online, only in person. So your chance to go to Taramandala. Yes, and also January 1st through 6th, Tukasanak Rinpoche in Siliguri in India. And I'm just putting these things out there because you never know who might be able to go. He's teaching basically every possible Chud transmission that there is. The Kama tradition of Rinchen Trengwa. He's teaching Zimba Rongdrol. He's teaching the Khandro Kejang from Gyurme Lingpa, and so on. Also Tsatsum Lingpa's termas of Chud. So the 1st to the 6th, and I think Gyurme has those links also. I know some of our Sangha is going to attend that. If I could, I would, but I can't. So I want you to go and get those blessings. Yeah, so these are some wonderful things that are coming up. And also I'll be teaching at Blue Spirit January 20th to 27th here in Costa Rica. Oh, Wisdom and Well-Being retreat. So you're welcome to come. And that's at Blue Spirit Retreat Center here. So Gyurme will post all those links. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Lots of love.
Happy holiday.
Happy holiday and see you soon.
Alaho.
Alala.
Be happy.
Thank you, Lama.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you so dearly, Lama Tsultrim and Lama Gyurme, for this sacred space you've created for us to be together today. What an honor and privilege to be in your presence and learn from you. Thank you so much. And a heartfelt thank you to everyone in our audience. We hope you've enjoyed your time with us as much as we've cherished sharing it with you. Warm thoughts are being sent your way, and know that you're never alone on this path. As we close, I invite you to explore other offerings that await in the early days of the new year through Taramandala. Join us on Monday, January 15th for a Dharma talk with Lopon Carla Jackson Brewer. Together, we will explore how to develop and manifest radical bodhicitta as embodied in the life and actions of Dr. Martin Luther King. We look forward to sharing this experience with you, providing a meaningful space to commit collectively to translating our aspirational bodhicitta into action. And if you want to learn which practices can help you resolve trauma, how to relieve the suffering you feel, and how to deal with resistance you experience moving into your personal pain, keeping you from your daily meditation practice, the virtual retreat, Resting in the Eye of the Storm, Practices for Hope, Healing, and Resilience, can offer you the guidance you need. On the weekend of January 27th to 28th, Lopon Poli Ryan will introduce you to numerous methods combining wisdom from Buddhism and modern psychology and neuroscience to skillfully bring suffering in all its forms onto the path of awakening. Both of these programs are open to all, and you'll see the links to them in a moment, with even more to explore on the Taramandala website. And don't forget that between our live gatherings, you have access to the podcast Wisdom Rising with Lama Tsultrim Allione, which not only expands your understanding of Buddhism, but also offers practical wisdom for a more fulfilling life. You can listen to it through your podcast app of choice or on our website. And finally, following the tradition going all the way back to the time of the Buddha 2600 years ago, you have the opportunity to make an offering of dana to Lama Tsultrim and Lama Gyurme. Dana is a Pali and Sanskrit word that means generosity. Dana directly recognizes the precious gift of the teacher and the teachings, without which one could not practice the Dharma. If you would like to contribute through Dana, watch for the links in the chat shortly. Thank you so much, everyone. May the connection shared today resonate in our hearts as we carry it forward into the days ahead. Wishing you all a peaceful and joyous holiday season, whatever traditions you may follow, and a hopeful start to the new year. May we meet again and again on the path, and may all beings benefit everywhere. Thank you so much.
Tare tu re Mangalam Shri Mahapani Swaha Om Tare tu re Mangalam Shri Mahapani Swaha Om Tare tu